This is a typical GMAT question about ages, and you definitely get one on your GMAT. So let's solve it together. It says if Anna's age is exactly twice James' age, what is Anna's age? Now, you already get a piece of information, which is that Anna's age equals exactly twice James' age. So A is 2J. And the question is, what is A? The first piece of information tells you that 4 years ago Anna was exactly 3 times James' age. So in mathematics that would write 4 years ago A minus 4. So Anna's age 4 years ago was exactly 3 times James' age 4 years ago. And don't forget the brackets here. That's very, very important. Anna's age 4 years ago equals 3 times James' age 4 years ago. In brackets, very important. If you would forget the brackets, you would get 3J minus 4, which is 3 times James' age today minus 4. And that's different from 3 times James' age 4 years ago. Alright, we already have here 2 equations, this one, and 2 unknowns. So we can solve for both A and J. And how to do that, we do that in session 2 of our course, algebra session. But here it's sufficient to say, okay, we can solve for both A and J, so we do know A. So this piece of information is sufficient to answer the question asked. Second piece of information tells you that 8 years from now, Anna's age will be exactly 1.5 times James' age. So Anna's age 8 years from now equals 1.5 times James' age 8 years from now. So again, don't forget the brackets, and again, 2 equations, this equation and this equation, so sufficient to answer the question asked. So your answer is going to be D. Both pieces of information separately are sufficient to answer the question asked.